you're shallow. You can never make a promise for tomorrow, 'cause all the time you just...
So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. And as you can see, we've already started here. So in 90 minutes, we will be at exactly the halfway point of this season. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I would say one of the most energetic midfielders you'll find in Jordan Henderson. He's added to all that running power with slicker passing and some very impressive finishing, and he's a proper leader now too.
Douglas Costa! It's in!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
Liverpool go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Mane looks to get on the end of this. Atsu. Has he picked him out?
Oh, it's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus.
Liverpool got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. Giorza finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. And here's Osako. Now it's Atsu! Oh, that's a fine save!
Christian Atsu is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Shooting chance! Oh, the ball's come loose! And here's Atsu. Goes for the cross. Gets up to head it! It's a goal! Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Van Dijk shapes for an overhead! Rising over the bar.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Giorza. And it's Osako. Fev. Christian Atsu. Leeds claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Van Dijk can get it clear. That intervention was very necessary. Ospina gets it upfield. Dante has given away a free kick. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Douglas Costa. Douglas Costa. Oh, that is asking for trouble. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. The first half is done. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Leeds didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Cuts it out. Viv. Leeds come into this on the back of a narrow defeat. Jordan Henderson. Robertson with the crossfield ball. Hoists it high, cut out in the nick of time. He's left his man, in with a header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mane sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
He's tried one! Dante. Atsu. Hamshik. Now it's Osako.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Oh, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
And here's Origi, out towards the flank. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Liverpool can make their change now with a break in play. Massive leap! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Henderson decides to play it back. Mane with a shot!
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Hamshik. Swung over into the middle. And he's there to clear it.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Dante. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Robertson. And here's Wijnaldum. In towards the middle. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. And it's Henderson.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Well played, he saw that coming. Wijnaldum. Robertson. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Hoists it forward. And he's on his Correa! He's pulled off a fine save.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retreat.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. It has ended in disappointment. Hello, good afternoon to one and all. Like you, we are very much ready to go here and looking forward to a game that has been the topic for universal conversation in this part of the world for much of the last few days. It's dry at the moment, but the forecasters have warned us of impending rain. There's no certainty about that, but when it does come, it shouldn't affect the dynamics of a match which has so much riding on it. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. Bournemouth are a team that is struggling right now. They have been on a serious losing streak coming up to this.
That is true, and there's an obvious lack of confidence, which can develop into outright fear when morale and spirit is affected to this extent, Peter. Escaping this type of downturn can be helped by the first goal, obviously, and they desperately need it on this occasion.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. The start of this match marks the beginning of the second half of the campaign. Leeds have played a lot of games just lately. Squad rotation or tinkering start to become prevalent at times like this.
Absolutely. I think nowadays the science that goes on behind the scenes can tell a manager who's in the best shape, so he can use that information now to juggle his squad.
Forward it goes. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Hurls himself at it!
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Gray. Leeds get it back again. Oh, good take in a good area. Hamsik. Leeds were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Now surely! Quick glove, Gray! Fence has got rid of that. Goalkeeper's ball. Hamsik. The goal now would certainly liven things up. And it's Gray. Goes for goal! Strong punch. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Solanke has got himself a free kick. Cut out in the nick of time. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Leeds are looking to get back to winning ways following on from that marginal defeat. Still nothing to reflect upon in terms of goals here. It is 0-0. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, as a presence, Peter, he's the important link, so he attracts most attention.
Leeds are looking to stay solid through the core of the second half. They have been vulnerable lately. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hoists it forward. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal.
Chance! It's broken loose. Leeds are making a change now. He's one of their own, a first-team debut for a youth team graduate. And it's played forward. Gray. Oh, good interception. Good ball. Hits one! And yes, it's there!
All goals are welcome, but when they come at a time like that, they're priceless.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Leeds get themselves into the lead.
Look, I just think they've kept at it, got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
Roof decides to play it back.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Could move up a gear here. Roof. Well weighted.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Leeds just have to run down the clock. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Terrific contest, really might have tipped either way. The margins were... Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather That's a foul, free kick's been given. And that certainly packed a punch. Reguilon with the crossfield ball. Son Heung-min. He's through the middle. Kane. He's looking to get there first. And they've been caught out here. It's anyone's ball. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Neither side yet able to find the net. He's had a look. It's a loose ball. Oh, real danger here. Goes down, but nothing given. Aurier. Now it's Son Heung-min. And here's Kane. Lo Celso goes looking. Dante. Viv. Leeds going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Done very well to intervene.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Forward it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. Viv. That is terrific skill. Dante.
Just to point out, Peter, that
And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team has broken through. Certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
Leeds head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And we're already back underway here.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Ball's out on the left now. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Viv. He's found his man. Shot has a pop! There's a goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. He's one of their own, a first-team debut for a youth team graduate. Leeds take the lead, landing the first significant blow in what is certainly a significant contest. Over to the left. Reguilon has it out wide. Towering header! Surely this time we've got a goal! Kane was quick to move in. Keeper's handling wasn't great.
That's just top-notch. Showed exactly why he follows it up every time. Keeper struggles to hold on to it, ball breaks kindly. He's always about.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they...
He's gone for it! Fence has got rid of that. Back into the middle.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Real chance! It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Oh, it's opened up nicely for... Heads it! In for the follow-up! Oh, yes! It's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great coaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Leeds take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Leeds are on the verge of a pretty special win, but they've got some hanging on to do here. Away from immediate danger. And that's it. Leeds winners by the odd goal. It really could have gone either way, but a win is a win. Leeds leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of it.
Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Hamsik. Leeds are yet to taste defeat at home. He's got options out wide. Beautifully done. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. A chance to play it in.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Defence can get it clear. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. That is terrific skill. And it's Hamsik. Crosses it in. Battles to win it back. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Hoists it forward. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Hamsik. It has got through to him. Quick glance, shoots! Reguilon gets good distance on it. Hamsik. Duda. Delivers the ball. In he flies! There it is! And right on half-time, that is telling. Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Our strikers love a diving header, and he timed that to perfection.
So we have, that is going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but it still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Leeds go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Massive leap! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Duda. Still just a single goal between the sides. Hamšík. The breakthrough came in the final moments of the first period, and it's 1-0. Reguilón. Reguilón switches it towards the other side. Sticks in a foot to win it back. All the way back, and they start again. Hamšík. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Hamšík. Duda. Hamšík. Duda. Good take, and he's had it. He's gone for it! Oh, and that should have been two.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
Time for a change in personnel.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Great leap! Good attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Son Heung-min did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
To the keeper and try something new. We are into stoppage time. Minutes away from what would be a huge upset. And that's that. Leeds hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. How would you sum up what we've witnessed? Well, greetings to everyone. You join us here on a snowy evening ahead of the big match. And these weather conditions have, of course, been the major talking point, indeed the major concern in the hours leading up to kick-off here. You can understand why. There was a point during the course of the afternoon when we wondered whether the game might indeed have to be called off, but a lot of people have put in a lot of hard work. Indeed, members of the public have been enlisted to come down and form some sort of an army against the elements. They've done really well against the odds. The pitch is clear, and indeed the public areas have been passed fit and safe for purpose. Almiron! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Leeds are enjoying great form in front of goal right now. 5 games in a row they've scored. Cuts it out. Hamshik. Newcastle, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
Yeah, but he brought the criticism upon himself by making substitutions that didn't really make sense. They added confusion when he really needed cohesion.
Leeds still to register a shot on target. Just brushed off the ball there. That's a throw. Hoists it forward. Fev finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. Lovely bit of skill. Hamshik. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. It's come loose. Almiron. Lascelles. Quick ball forward. Gets into a dangerous position. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. That's not going to make it. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Dummett. Lejeune drives it forward, and the through ball is intercepted. Forward it goes. Fev, and it's Hamshik. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Driving on, he could shoot here. Real chance! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Leeds failed to capitalise in stoppage time, so we are as we were. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're already back underway here.
Well, that first 45 minutes, didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Leeds produced one of the headline results of the last round of games, a really notable win. Well, that's where he wants it. Almiron. Ball is over the line. Javi Manquillo plays it forward. Hamshik. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Dummett drives it towards the front. Back to the keeper and try something new. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high enough.
Oh, shooting chance! In it goes!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Newcastle can make their change now with a break in play. Leeds get themselves into the lead.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist?
Hamshik. Oh, good interception. Almiron. Keeps everyone guessing. Played into space out wide. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Hamshik. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Come back to the keeper. So holding on now for those 3 precious points.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
And back to base. It is just a question of running down the clock now. And time is up. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough.
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. So it's away we go then. Leeds have this enviable home record, still undefeated up to now. And it's Kaya. And he just whacks it away. Tries a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Kaya certainly caught it well enough, but that was never really going to trouble the keeper.
Dante positions himself well and cuts it out. And it's played forward. Leeds clung on for the 3 points in their last game. Positive results though, build momentum. Throw in. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
And he's on a charge. He's still going. Where to next? Gets it back. Crystal Palace do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Ball's loose, who's getting there? So who's he picking out? He could be in here. Out towards the flank. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Quick glance at goal. What an adventurous run from a defender. Just brushed off the ball there. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Duda. Kaya. Gets into some space, aimed in towards the centre. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team has broken through, so certainly not for the want of trying. been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Reflections on the first half?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're already into the second period. And shoots! Forward it goes. Riedewald. Well, that's where he wants it. Now it's Ayew. Tries to get it forward quickly. Crystal Palace were quick to defend their manager in the wake of criticisms levelled at him in recent days.
Listen, there's just no hiding place, and it was refreshing to hear him admit to getting it wrong. He miscalculated, human error, we move on.
And here's Kaya Hon. He's managed to get himself offside. Guaita sends that a long way. Dante. Kaya Hon. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and
Goes for goal!
oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Has he found his man? Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
He's got the ball, he's got the space. Managed to get it away. And it's Kaya Hon. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Gets his head to it! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Massive leap! And that has been clubbed away. Great leap! In it goes! Finally, the deadlock is broken! Oh, the cross was inch perfect, and the header unerring.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Leeds take the lead.
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got him this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
Back to the keeper and go again. Well, this lead is tight, but it does look as though it may see them through. 3 from 3 coming into today. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
It is just a question of running down the clock now. He's in! So that's it. It is all over. Leeds, hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. Your reflections then, Jim?
Hit me out as I can. Every doubt in my sense. All expense paid. All expense paid.
Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here. People have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the roads outside were pretty badly clogged, but I think most of the traffic issues have been settled. And indeed, I think most people have now got through the turnstiles and are well covered up against the elements, whatever they may throw at us over the next hour or two. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. We have already started here. Jake Livermore battles to win it back. Forward it goes. Leeds have been in fine form in front of goal. They've not failed to score in any of their last 5 games. Duda. Quarter of an hour played.
No efforts on target is acceptable if levels of enthusiasm and energy are good, and they're not.
Hamsik. Duda. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Pings it out wide. Hamsik. Grant. Pretty robust, but it's got the job done. West Bromwich, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
Look, some of the scrutiny is a bit over the top these days, and you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. But he really didn't help himself. His decision-making was puzzling, to say the least.
Lovely bit of skill. Up to meet it! And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Leeds get themselves into the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Duda. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. And the shot! Just off target.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Duda. Now surely! Plays it over to the other flank. Brzezinski tries to get it forward quickly. And the half-time whistle goes. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with their first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
Leeds leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
What an adventurous run from a defender. Repelled by the keeper. Hamsik. And he's there to hoof it away. Leeds have been mighty impressive in defence just recently. Team still separated by the game's only goal. He's got options out wide. And he's got the ball glued to his feet. Dante plays it backwards, and they'll try again. Good ball, it's found its target, goes for goal! Jake Livermore attempts a clearance. And out to safety. And it's played forward. Hoists it forward. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
It's come loose. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Goes for goal! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Barkley. Krasitsky. Points by no means guaranteed just yet. And he's cut it out.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Almost there, and the players can feel it. And it's Osako. Duda. And there goes the final whistle. Leeds, hold on. It's a narrow squeak, bit of luck, some judgment. 1-0 the score at the final whistle. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a result which owed much to grind and graft.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful, perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, what a ball! Richarlison. Everton, clearly one of the informed teams in the league right now. 5 wins out of 5 coming into this game, and hopes for them are rising all the time. Just brushed off the ball there. Forward it goes. Fev plays it forward. Leeds are the standout defensive side of the moment. They've not conceded in their last 5. It's found its way to him, turns and goes back.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
And it's played forward.
Well, the fact that we haven't had an attempt on goal is becoming an embarrassing reflection on these teams.
He's still going. Where to next? Hurls himself at it! Brave effort, total commitment.
Well, he can't be accused of not being brave, Peter, and his boss will give him the thumbs up, I'm sure.
Oh, good interception. Out of play for a throw. Balassi goes for the cross. He spotted the run and played him through. It was a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Calvert-Lewin really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Now, can he capitalise? That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
It's gone for a throw-in. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Battles to win it back. That'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Everton were grateful to the genius of their manager last time round.
I think, Peter, we have to give credit where it's due. He had a problem up top and he tweaked his system to sort it out. And what I like is that he doesn't hold back. He's got that who dares wins mentality and he really goes for it.
Still nothing to reflect upon in terms of goals here. It is 0-0. But it is coming up to that point in the game where this defence is going to have to stay sharp in order to avoid the well-documented lapses that have befallen them in recent weeks. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. So a chance to deliver a ball into the box. And that's been levered clear. Chooses to go back. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal.
Gets up to head it! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Fifth. Only pass up for the header! Richarlison. Up towards the front line.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Hoists it forward. It's a brilliant interception.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Richarlison. Gorgeous control there. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Danger averted for now. And that's that. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff.